Hey guys, I'm so excited to show you the updates to the 2021-2022 Digital Teacher Planner. This is what I consider my marble theme with bright colors. I did kind of redo just a few things for the update just to try to make it more user-friendly and to make the planner a little bit quicker. As you can tell, there are a little less tabs at the bottom. I decided to make them into buttons that show up on every screen. So this is your cover page. You can feel free to add pictures here if you wish by just clicking on the picture tool and then clicking on a specific picture that you wish to add. Let's see if it's going, oh, see? And you can resize it, add as many pictures as you wish. So just a little recap, this is the planner. And I'm using it on an iPad Pro. This is the 11-inch. It's not the biggest one. I did feel like this was bigger than my last planner. My last iPad, but I didn't need the biggest screen. Although if I were switching to just this and not my laptop, then I would probably go with the biggest screen. But this is the iPad Pro. This is the 2nd generation Apple Pencil. This case is linked to my Amazon favorites. What I like is that when I plug it in here, you can see that my Apple Pencil, and I say plug, when I place it there, my Apple Pencil is charging. And then when I close this case, the pen is inside of it, kind of protected. So I do like that. And this case is just like my last couple cases where it can stand up on its own. Anyways, so this is the updated planner. I'm using it on Goodnotes 5. You can use this planner on any other PDF annotation app like Noteshelf, Notability, Xodo. So it can be used on an Android or tablet device. You just may need a different app. I do suggest certain apps in your PDF download, but of course if you have your own PDF annotation app, you can do that. You can also use this planner on Google Slides. Now, it will sync across multiple devices as long as you're using the planner in the same app across devices. So, on my MacBook, I use Goodnotes 5. On my phone, I use Goodnotes 5. And on my iPad, I use Goodnotes 5. So, it does sync across all. So, if you're using an iPad and maybe a Chromebook, then you want to use on Google Slides across all devices. Okay, so back to the planner. So, on your cover page, you have links to all of the months, obviously. So we have them all ready to go and dated when you click on the tab. And then you also have stickers at the bottom. I have the index linked right here, just like usual. Your stickers are linked and all of these are linked. And then I decided to add a general to-do list. I felt that as I was using the planner, I needed a quick way to access my to-do list. We will still have the daily planning page, which I was kind of using as my to-do list, but I needed something a little bit more basic to access quicker on my phone, on my iPad, and my computer. Again, this little mug at the bottom that says Teach will bring you back to your front cover. This will bring you to your Google Drive when you click on it. And then this right here will bring you to my webpage where, of course, you can see any tutorials if you need to. So here is your cover page. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first page, I always like to put a nice quote, and this quote has kind of stuck out to me, especially after the last year. So I decided to put that one. This is still your basic home base, like where your planner who it belongs to, and you can add your name and everything. Feel free to check out my tutorial on how to add digital stickers, create your own digital stickers. If you want to make your name kind of cute, it's on my website, christydarosh.com. You can check out that tutorial. Here is your updated 2021 to 2022 academic calendar. And when you click on those months, it will bring you to that specific monthly calendar. So here is your monthly calendar for the year, July through June. After that, we have our yearly goals and our word of the year that you can quickly add. Now remember, you can write in Goodnotes right on top of your planner. Just make sure that you are in this annotation toolbar. If you see writing tools, then you're in an annotation toolbar and the links will not work because you're in annotation mode. So if you want the links to work, you want to click in presentation mode and then your links will work. Okay, oops. Let's go back to our yearly goals. After our yearly goals, we have our index. Now, just like last year's planner, you have your lesson plans, your yearly plans, standards, passwords, schedule, small group, grade books, daily checklist, weekly checklist, student info, communication, data tracking, professional development, and notes. So all of these are linked. I did decide to put cover pages from the beginning with these, so that way when you click on lesson planner, it brings you to your lesson plan cover page, so you can choose which lesson plan option you want. I did try to include as many different options as possible. I know some people like a vertical layout, some people like a horizontal layout. Now, keep in mind when designing this, this is a portrait layout, so it is a little bit difficult to put more columns without sacrificing quality for quantity. So that is your lesson plan templates. You have this one. This one is super cute. You know, I thought this may be for people with a lot of different blocks, like maybe middle school. Same with this one. I left the dates off of some of these because I figured you can decide if you wanted the days at the top or maybe down the side, or if you wanted to do blocks instead. So that is your lesson plan templates. If you wish to move these, I wouldn't move these specific pages. I would just duplicate those pages by coming here to this 4 square and click on select, and you're going to select it. Then you're going to copy the page, go to where you wish to put it. Maybe you want it here. And then you're going to insert a page by clicking the arrow, add page after, and then you would paste that page that you copied. Okay, so let's go back to our index. After your lesson planner, you have your yearly plans. This is where I like to plan out all of my kind of modules for the year, jot down a few holidays that we might need to worry about, and put that all in one specific spot. I do like this because it kind of gives me an overview of where I'll be before state testing, where will I be in January, February, and so on. After that, we have our standards covered page, and I did make a cover page for this because I feel like I only teach one subject, but I know a lot of people do not. So then you can easily duplicate this page using the same options I just told you about for the lesson plans. And what I usually do is go on my state's website and take a screenshot of my standards and insert them here, and mine don't all fit on one page, so I usually duplicate it. And then what I like about it is I can easily refer to my standards when I'm planning. So I just do a screenshot. There's no way I'm writing this down. You could also use the camera tool on your iPad and take a picture. You would take a picture of it. We're gonna just, anyways, take a picture of it and then insert it from there. So that way you could have your standards as well. And you can highlight on it and everything as you're going through it, which makes it a lot easier. When you're planning certain things, you can quickly click on your standards. You don't have to bring your standards to a meeting. You can have it ready to go with you. So after that, we have the passwords. So this is my passwords log. I've never needed more than one of these, but of course you could duplicate it if needed. This makes my life way easier because our district makes us change our password. I don't even know how many times a year. And it gets to be a lot when you use the same password and you add a punctuation mark, and then you're like, wait, what was it? So this makes it a lot easier just keeping it in one spot, especially when it syncs to my phone. After that, we have our schedule. So I decided to make more than one schedule option because hashtag 2020-2021 school year was absolutely insane with schedules. So this is just a cover page for schedule. I have a daily schedule, a special schedule, and then I have a blank one. If you have a hybrid schedule, a virtual schedule, you have it ready to go. You can insert this wherever you need. So I wanted to make sure I was accommodating people with all the schedules. So after that, on your index, we have our small group page, which is something I use very, very often. So this might be a section you want to duplicate if you have small groups for maybe math and then also for ELA. So this is what I use to write down my small groups, like just their names. So I would probably put math here. Of course, you could use a sticker. Wow, see, this is what I like about digital planning. Let's try to make it cute. Okay, so this would be my math small groups, and what's great about this is I can put their names in here, so when I go to search them, I can easily find them. Oh, that's a little better. And then I can also group them here. So like if my red group I meet with 3 times a week is here, then I'll usually group them and highlight them in a specific color. So that way I know this is my red group and this is when I'm meeting with them. And then when I'm planning, it might make my life a little bit easier. So this is just your documentation page. It's just like to put their names. Oops. After that, you have your documentation page, what you do with this group. So you can use this by individual students, which is something I do often, but I sometimes just put red group and I know which kids are in it and we talk and like I'll write what I do. But what's great is when you're searching for names on here, you can search for a specific name and any page you wrote that name on will show up. So I wrote his name here, and if I would have written it here, it also would have shown up if I'm in a conference and I'm just trying to figure out when I met with this child and anything else, you can search their name. After small group documentation, we have this page, which I kind of use to either document or sometimes I use it to plan. You can use it for either one. And I just find it easier to keep track of my group members here. I usually just copy and paste it from this page and paste it over there. Let me get rid of the search. Okay. So that is the small group area. Let's go back to index. Okay. After your small group is your grade book, which is probably my most used section in this entire planner. So this is a grade book section. You have 4 of these in this planner. I like to use them for each grading period, first, second, third, and fourth grading period. You can access the next grading period by clicking next grade book. This is for 6 different courses. So you have up to 6 courses where you can modify them. Now, I only teach 3 blocks, but I just write on these math block 1, and of course you could use stickers. Block 2, block 3, and then I also have to keep track of conduct. So I usually put conduct, block 1, 2, and 3. And what's great about these is these are links to those grade books. So my math block 1 is going to bring me to block 1's list. And this has enough to hold please. Students. Woo, Lord. Okay, 30 students. So if you need more than 30, I would recommend the landscape version because it has more spaces. But this was the most I could fit to actually accommodate that many students. So you can go back to your cover by clicking gradebook, and then so on. We'll bring you to block 2, back to your cover. So again, this, you have 4 of them. So this is like maybe first 9 weeks. You have second, third, and then your fourth. And again, they all have 6 spreadsheets, checklists. You could use them as checklists as well if you want to. So that way you can use it for other things besides a gradebook. Okay. After the gradebook section, we have our daily checklist, which is just an easy way to kind of plan out our day, things we need to get done. This was something I used often as my to-do list, but I found a lot of things were dragging on, like, okay, I didn't get this done, I need to do this tomorrow. So that's where I kind of kept it on my to-do list. You can move this to behind your daily pages if you wishes, so that way you could have it. I would just duplicate it. Don't move that specific page because it is linked. And you can do the same thing with your weekly checklist. So if you're just trying to plan out that week, you want something to figure out how you're going to copy and grade all the things, then this is just a weekly planning page. You can also print this out. This is a good option if you have a student teacher and you want to print out just this page and, hey, this is what I need you to plan out to do. You can do that by coming here to the share button. It's hard to see, but it's like the arrow, the box with an arrow in it. And you would print just this page. So send it to your printer, and then that way you can kind of plan out things for her or him and kind of figure out what they're going to do. Okay. After that, we have our student info section, which has a cover page because you may need more than one. And this is their number, name, birthday, transportation services, and notes. Okay. So you can duplicate that if you need to. After that, we have our communication page, which you will need to duplicate more than one. This is where I just document when I phoned or talked to a parent. This is also great to search up a child's name if you're in a parent conference or you're in an IEP meeting. Oh, we discussed this on such and such a date, blah, blah, blah. I like to duplicate this page at the beginning of the year because I know I'm going to need often. After parent communication, we have data tracking, which is where you can track your students' individual data. This is also great when it comes to an IEP time. I often just send this page to my special education teacher that works in my class. I'll export this page as a PDF, and I'll email it straight to her. So she just gets this page. She has my data ready to go. I don't have to print anything. It's ready. I can search the student's name, export that page. Okay, after that we have our professional development tracker, which of course we need more than one page. I like to take pictures of the screens, you know, just making it easier to take notes, and I'll insert those pictures and then kind of talk about it. So that's our professional development. And then last but not least is just meeting notes. I like to use the meeting notes section for our faculty meetings. I will often duplicate this page, copy and paste it behind the month that it goes, and then I'll label it. So that way I know what August's faculty meeting was about and so on. So that's everything in your index. So now we'll go ahead and talk about the individual months. Of course, you can access them from the tabs, but what I want to show you is when you go to the tabs, you will go to the month. But if you swipe back a page, you will have your planning sheet for the month. Just some goals you can set for the month, 5 things you need to do, some goals, notes, any holidays, and your word of the month. These will bring you to those calendars as well, but I thought it was just easier as you're planning. So this is your individual months, and if you click on the dates for that month, any day in the week will bring you to that week for the month, so when you're planning. So you do have 5 columns across and then your dates down the side. I didn't feel like I should put more than 5 because it really sacrificed the quality for the quantity. So now remember, you can also use your stickers to customize this. So if you want to make sure that you are putting your math things, oh, let's just circle all these, why not? So you're gonna circle all your stickers using your lasso tool. You're gonna tap on it, click take screenshot. You're gonna click the share button and copy. Now we're gonna go back to that date. And hold down on the screen, press paste. Now you can crop them if you wish, but we're just gonna go ahead and put it right here. Make it bigger, smaller. Let's crop it a little bit. Let's move this down. Okay. All right, so now you have your stickers ready to go. Okay, and you can copy and paste this into the next slide once you get a layout that you like, but I didn't want you to think you couldn't add stickers up here. You can also add them however you wish, to be honest. So this is what every month looks like. As you go through, it will bring you to that specific month. We also have a note section at the bottom. So that is all of your month sections. They're all laid out the same, not kind of. And as you get to June, yep, June, May, June, okay. At the end of June, we have our page templates, which some people like to use. This is what I use to sketch out my seating chart because we're turning a seating chart anytime we have to do contact tracing, or it's just good to have a seating chart when you have a sub. So I usually use these to draw out my seating chart, and I'll usually print them out. This is just a random notes page. If interested, I would copy and paste this page like I showed you earlier in the tutorial. And then we have a blank page as well. After that is your digital stickers, which is of course linked right here. All of these are linked to that specific sticker. So when you click on it, it will bring you to that specific sticker. Now remember, you want to be in your annotation toolbar to click your lasso tool and select your stickers. So I did add some blank stickers to the bottom. So if you have something that's very specific, but you want them in the color scheme, you can use these and write on top, or maybe use the text option. Don't forget, there is a text option in Goodnotes. So after that, you have lifestyle stickers, which are always my favorite. They're kind of a little bit different than last year. I wouldn't say they're identical. And I added a few more quotes. And then there's also these, which would be great whenever you're, if you use those lesson plan templates that were blank and you want to put your own dates, then you have those as well. And then we have holidays. And then some more blank ones. I tried to be as inclusive as possible. And then let's not forget about our general to-do list. Okay? So what I do like about this planner is that you can easily add text wherever needed, and you can move things around. So let's be real, last year I was trying to get all the things done. We did module 1, I was so excited. that we had everything planned out. I was hitting things and then a hurricane come and now module 1 is down here. It just happens. So that's probably my favorite thing about digital planning is that I can move it and that I can easily export it to anyone who needs it, such as my special education teacher, maybe a student teacher, or sometimes my principal. Because you never know when hashtag real life happens and you need to get her your plans. So it's much easier if you have it ready to go on your iPad than fumbling to a planner. One other cute thing I learned you may be interested in, I like to put, like, let's say you have something very specific to your school. Our state does what's called LEAP testing. So I wouldn't know, obviously, what your state testing is called. So I can't make a sticker for it. So I sometimes just write it. The highlighter tool is really cool because it goes behind your text as long as you do like one stroke. So like don't pick up your pencil. And it kind of just makes, obviously you make it look better, but it kind of just makes it look like a sticker as you go bigger. The reason why I say don't pick up your pencil because as you go again, it makes another mark. But you can do that, but please check out my tutorials on how to create your own digital stickers on my webpage. And you can get to my webpage here. See if it's gonna open. It will. Okay, so we have videos here. And I have just a few, but I think I'm going to add some more. They're all on my YouTube page for sure. So we have downloading your planner, using digital stickers, links not working. Oh, this is it. Creating digital stickers. And this will look better on a computer. And then there's more here on my YouTube channel. So there's also other planners. And then I also have blog posts about digital planning that you can definitely check out. So that's on christydarosh.com. This is, again, the 2021-2022 portrait planner. So if you download this in Google Slides, it will be landscape just because the landscape planners are way better for Google Slides. So if you plan on using it for Google Slides, I would suggest purchasing the landscape, or you can purchase this one as well. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please ignore my terrible nails, yikes. But I can't wait to see you back again, and make sure you check out the description for a coupon code on my website.